Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Again with you, Omar from Brownsburg Motorsports. Today we have a 2011 Mercedes ML350 with the V6 engine, and we're going to be showing you the step-by-step on how to remove and replace the alternator. This procedure should be the same for any C300, E350 equipped with the same engine, and let's go ahead and jump straight to it. All right, here we are in the rear passenger side. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and disconnect our battery. Battery located right there. And that's our ground terminal. So I'm gonna grab my 10mm. You can loosen that. Now I should be able to lift it up and get disconnected. So since I'm using one hand, I'm just gonna push this here for now. And then I'm gonna grab a towel and wrap my terminal around it so it does not touch the body or anything and close the circuit. Let's go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, we went ahead and removed the cover. Jeremy is gonna remove the side of the hose over here just so we can get it out of the way. Perfect, that's just how you remove it. All right, now we're gonna loosen our belt. The socket is gonna go right there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it and show you. Right there. All right. So we can loosen our belt. Perfect. Should be good now. All right. Now we can take off the belt off of the alternator. Leave that there. And that's our alternator right there. Here. All right, our alternator is right there. We held on with the 4 E12 bolts. That's the E12 socket right there. It's a reverse torque. E12 right there. So we have one bolt there, one bolt over there, and then two in the bottom. So like I said, two on top, two on the bottom, and we have the 13mm nut in the back with the connector, and then we have one of the grounds that goes right there. Okay, yeah, those should be easily accessible. The ones on top, the ones on the bottom are a little bit of a pain, but you should still be able to access them from the side. So you're gonna get your ratchet from here. Right there. I don't know if you guys could see that.
No, I'm gonna have to use it.
You were almost on there, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know, but the extension's gonna be too much.
Oh, you need a shorter extension? All right. And I would recommend you leave the upper two bolts on there just until we get the bottom two. So that one, just loosen it. That one, just loosen it. All right, let's see now. So you see Jeremy right there. Almost on. Yep, you're on it, Jeremy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and loosen that bolt and the one right behind it, and we'll move on to the next step. You gotta have some patience when you deal with the bottom two bolts, but they're accessible. So let me see the bolts, Jeremy. So that's what the bolts looks like. All four of them are about the same length, same size, everything. We went ahead and removed the bottom two first. Now we're gonna finish loosening the upper two, so we can get our alternator out.
One of them has the ground wire?
Yeah, one of them has the ground wire, which is the one closer to the fan. The one Jeremy's working on right now. All right, so that's the cap off of the positive lead right there. 13mm nuts, and our connector is right there. We're gonna grab our 13mm.
I'm gonna use a gun rather than...
Sure, yeah. The way it's sitting.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, 13mm nut enough. Now we can go ahead and remove that harness. That's sitting out of there. And now the connector should have a tab on the back. Is there a lock and tab? There we go. So you just push that tab right there, push that tab and you pull, and your alternator is out. All right, so we got our alternator in. You just have to take your time getting the alternator back in, like, you know, align everything properly. Start screwing the bolts with your hands before you use any power tools or ratchets. And make sure, obviously, you connect the connector on the back, the 13 millimeter nut for the positive lead. And then once that's on there, you get your 17 millimeter on the tensioner right there. You turn it clockwise, and then you fit your belt back on there properly. And I'll show you how that belt diagram looks like. That's our belt diagram right there. You have your alternator, water pump, idler pulley, crank, tensioner, AC compressor, and the power steering pump. So like I said, the 17 millimeter would go on there. You turn your ratchet clockwise to loosen the tension, and then you fit your belt properly, loosen the tension, and it will sit there properly. If you guys have any question, make sure you drop them in the comment section below. The job is pretty straightforward. Just to give a quick summarize of everything that we did. We popped the hose from the top. We disconnected the positive lead before we do anything. Then we loosened our belt, 17 millimeter, turn it clockwise, take off the belts, 4 bolts that hold the alternator, 2 on top, 1 on each side, and then 2 on the bottom. 13 millimeter nut on the back that holds the positive lead, the connector with the tab. You press the tab and you pull, and then obviously to put it back, you retrace your steps, and it should be back on there properly. Again, if you guys have any question, drop them in the comment section below, and like always, make sure you like and follow for more.